Cause look, why is it like this? Will it let me do rotate device? Okay, so I can't do. Oh shit! Why does it look like I'm looking? So I thought I'd just do a live. Reach back on this. Sit back on this. So, anywho, so I don't know why it looks like I'm looking that way. So I just look this way, cause yeah. Anyway, let's see where I want to start it. It's been a long time. Um, I'm doing this. I literally got home like maybe 30 minutes ago, so I'm just like still trying to. Want to do this quick. It won't be long, but trying to. Want to do this quick. It won't be long. But I see him tend to be long winded. But what's been happening? Okay, so I guess I'll start with the first topic: workplace bullies. And this is gonna be like a rant slash informational video, but anyway, matter of fact, I think I'm gonna turn this around like this. Did it help? Did it help? No, that didn't help. That looks like I'm looking the other way. Weird. Anyway, um, don't you hate workplace bullies, man? Like, I hate workplace bullies. Um, and some people will say it's just one of those things that's just comes with the territory. But you know what? That shit get tiring after a certain point, man. I'm like, when you start factoring in, your like for me, I've come to, I've had some life changing issues come about that made me feel like, okay, I need to, those type of things that happen in your life to make you slow down and be like, your life's too short, blah 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 blah. I've had a few of those, and coupled with the fact that the economy and you know and then the future of meaning that we're not going to be um it's not that old American dream life no more. You're not gonna, find a job and stay there for 20, 30 years and then retire. It's just not how it's set up now. Is you can't do that, even if you wanted to, right? So, so it's a few things that has, brought me to this precipice. Like I'm tired of the bullshit. Like, the fact that people run these companies and it's not even management. It's your coworkers. I should have said coworker bullies, because that's what I'm dealing with right now. It's like, you know what, I'm tired of because it's that culture too. You have the bullies when you have management that are bullies, and you have like coworkers that are bullies that obviously for some reason hate their life so much so that they don't want to deal with their own personal issues and rather be in your business and follow you around and figure out what you're doing or be in other people's business. See, I ain't got time for that anymore. Like, I literally go to work now and I am trying to get my work done so that I can go home, take my money, and cultivate my personal life and do what I need to do and to help me accomplish these goals and things that I've set, because life is too short. And I feel like I've now I'm playing catch up, and it's time, so it's just like I think a lot of people, these people, either they're miserable or I don't know what's going on, but it's just, they go to work and they make other people miserable. You feel what I'm saying? It's like I'm just not with that anymore. I think that the culture's different. I think they're trying to hang on to that same culture, but but not. I guess, well, upper management knows this, but I mean, to the regular folks that's going and y'all have no titles, but the title, meaning that y'all have no power. You're not. soup manager, regional, blah blah blah, and up, right? And you're gonna work and you're wreaking havoc. I just want to let y'all know real quick, like by 2030, almost half of the jobs are going away. Okay, our economy is we're destined to crash. Like we are in a bear market. I mean, because I know a lot of you people don't pay attention to this type of shit. So I'm gonna let y'all know about a few little things so that maybe you stop going to work and trying to mind other people's business and then just mind your own business and try to get some plan together and look at your finances and look at where look at yourself, look internally, and fix that, and then prepare your household and prepare your finances, prepare for your future, because the future is not going to be what people think it's going to be. They say by 2020, 51% of the workforce in America will have do freelance jobs, will do remote jobs, or freelance work on the side. Some are full time, some are these alternatives to jobs, and that's like Uber is one of the big things that people go to. So I think that I think that you need to really reevaluate. Like I says, that the fact that most of our jobs are going to become obsolete. It's being taken over by technology. Um, Slowly but surely, and it's not just the lower paying jobs at the bottom. Okay, appraiser market, underwriters. There's some people, some positions that make quite a good penny that are going to be gone, pretty much. Okay, so what I'm saying is to say this, like, get your shit together. Stop worrying about other people while you have the time to get your finances right. Figure out what you're going to do in the future, because you know I think that in our lifetime we're going to experience an um, economic situation, dire situation that was worse than 2008. Okay, and depending on what state you were in and city you were in, it you people felt it worse. Some people got it somewhat. Some people didn't feel it at all. Okay, and I'm just talking about you regular folk. So yeah, and then the fact that at the end of the day, these jobs do not care about you. So why are you worried about trying to police everybody at the job? Like, they don't care. They like that you're doing that. That when I'm telling you something, when these stocks get to hitting and crashing, people are already getting laid off. So depending on your industry, that might affect your employment, because depending on what you do, that I just got a little message. U.S. economy plunge protected and financial. See, y'all playing. Depending what you do, when the businesses stop making money, they cut people. And your ass is not safe just because you make people taking breaks, or what time folks come in, what time folks leave, what so and so had on, who was sleeping with so and so, who may don't like so and so, or oh, I don't like her hair, or I just she too dark, oh, what she got on, and you know what I mean, like, it's so much more to life in general we're more concerned about than these items. Okay, worry about yourself. They gonna get rid of you. Okay, trust me and believe they're going to get rid of you. Okay, so I ain't gonna harp on it too much. So I done talked about 10 minutes. um what else, what did I say? Oh man. Oh, celebrity gossip. So okay, which is gonna tie into um and I posted a little. So let me tell you something. Like, this is my thing. If you're right, you got to expect some things. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you are being taken care of. Okay, okay. Um, and you ain't got nothing to worry about. You gonna have to give on some things. You see what I'm saying? If you are famous or you are married to someone that is famous and rich, you are going to have to deal with some side booty. Okay, don't go throwing away your marriage for somebody that won't be around in a month. Okay? Men are not like us. Okay? Men are driven by emotions. They're not. They don't would it it's no, they can have sex with a woman and not give a fuck. Okay, that's how a lot of them be having sex with these crackheads and shit, like get their dick sucked by they sucked off or whatever, for some crack rock and shit like that. They don't fucking care. They're nasty. They don't care. They can do that shit and just won't give a fuck, right? And don't care, but for us, either we it's still emotion. Either we're doing it to get back at somebody, or we emotionally we feel for them, like we like them. We want them to ravage us or whatever. Man, and be like, oh, hole, wet, stick it, boom, 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 bang, bang, bang. Um, and they get up and keep it moving. So I mean, I just feel like oh, I'll come back to that. So I just feel like um, you're gonna have to, you know you're gonna deal with some stuff. I don't understand. Like, I wouldn't throw in my whole marriage because of a little cheating. Not if I had money. Now, a broke dude, no, he should be. He shan't. He shan't. He shan't. Okay, but I'm talking about, it's like some of these celebrities. I'm not gonna say no names, but they've been in the news, and it's like, child, especially when you're young. Especially when you're young. That's why you shouldn't really. Sorry about that, because I don't have this on a tripod. It's in my face. Especially when you're young and you have money. When you're dealing with somebody that's young and has money, y'all want to get married. Y'all both young. You might as well go through them hiccups, because it's going to take a few years for that to start to curb. You know what I mean? Because you're young. Especially when you're black, you're young, you a little cabana boy or something, a massage therapist or something like that to help you. I'm just saying, not be so concerned about these booty girls. And another thing I want to just say about these booty girls, these side chicks, these thoughts and stuff like that. See, I mean, y'all, they so mad disrespectful. Now they say they don't give a fuck, but y'all be sitting out here telling on people. So I don't understand. Like, you don't give a fuck, or you like you feel some type of way. Period. Whether you are a bad dude, maybe he says something sassy. It's not cute. It's not cute. You tell him that's not cute. And another thing that's not cute nowadays too, I be seeing these memes and talking about like men, like savage. Let me tell you something. Just the mere fact that you are sitting up saying, that means that you're in an emotional state. You aren't trying to get done like that. Like, you're not naturally doing shit like that. You feel utterly, because they don't deal in emotion. You don't want to happen. Okay, you want to start playing that tit for tat shit with a man. A man will fuck your mama, your kids, your brother, your babies, steal your money out your account. How you people run in your house and rob you. Uh, have some people come in your house and rape you. You cannot out savage a man, and see, that's your problem. You're hurt, and you're saying shit. And these young gals, they think that they savage. Okay, we won't do so. Just shut up with that bullshit. Okay, go to counseling, because that's just, you sound angry, you sound mad because you got, what I mean, you put yourself into somebody did you wrong. Shit happens. You deal with it and you move the fuck on. That's another thing that just grinds my gears. I've been seeing this. Oh, I'm savage. I'm this. I'm that. I'm whatever. Like I'm out. You can't out savage man. A man will do some real nasty, cruel things. Some things they will cross some lines that you can't and won't have no fucking sympathy. Okay, so you can't because you may go and fuck his man, even fuck his daddy or his adult son, but you can't out men are capable of doing some really foul things. So stop. You don't want to play that game with a man. Is a man, okay? And that's half the problem with you girls, just like they were trying to say these boys, half the problem with you girls and how y'all think and how y'all act is because y'all ain't had no healthy man relationship with no man, and growing up, your fathers. Okay, you grew up fatherless, and you seeing the boyfriends your mama had, and how she probably treated you, when he was around, like you getting pushed to the side for a nigga she was laid up with. So and then or she had multiple men in and out, or you see, all y'all that be just by your what you saying and your behavior. Because I promise you, don't nobody that come from a healthy, keyword healthy, meaning that you can have a father that motherfucker be alcoholic, touching on feet people's, touching on you, whatever. I'm saying a healthy household. Whether it's, they get you in academics, they get you in extracurricular stuff, you got you in the band or whatever, you know what I mean? You volleyball team and you do all of these STEM pro. I mean, just get you into, ain't no way you gonna be talking like that about no man, but you gonna be savage like a shut up, shut up. You wouldn't, and then the thing about it, you dealing with from a hurt space, but you wouldn't know what a real man if you ran across him because you ain't never had one in your life. So the real men ain't fit to deal with that bullshit because of how you come off. Now I understand there's a lot of weak men, and but I grew up with the man in the house, but I can tell and he's one or two, you just it's just a thing that and it has nothing to do with, you know, yeah, because a lot of them they ain't fit to sit up with you. They ain't got time for you to be, you're with your mouth and oh my mouth is foul and yeah, that's why you still dealing with knuckleheads and motherfuckers that will fuck your friend and look through your phone and go steal your car and shit, okay. And why or take your car while you at work to go see his other girlfriend? Is it, yeah, because your mouth is foul. So you bringing this shit on yourself. You like it's cute in society as promoting that shit like it's cute and it's not cute, boo. It's not cute. Okay. Let's see what else. I had to kill two birds with one stone, but yeah, like you got to let. You know what I'm saying? I, I could see if it was like egregious, like okay, something real foul, but you gotta expect the man to be a man. You feel what I'm saying? You got to be on code, like I was saying on my other video, hey, it has to be rules and codes and regulations. That's what the problem is, y'all. Done got away from the codes. Like you don't shit where you sleep, meaning don't be having no bitches in my house where she can tell me what the fuck is in my house. Um, if she start talking, she got to go. Like she not happy because when they start talking, they're not happy with their position. Period. Period. They're not happy being in the background. They want to be seen and heard. Therefore, she out the door. Okay. Yeah. So I mean, it's just some other things, but yeah. Let's see what else I want to talk about. I don't know. It's so much, and I know I'm forgetting a lot of stuff, but I guess that's a little good enough for right now. So I'm kind of tired, so I think I'm gonna sleep. But the economy is just not where people think it is, and people for additional planning, and that's another thing. As far as black people, we tend to we tend to not be prepared for shit. Not a storm, a tornado, a financial crisis. We don't have shit but Jordans and dollars and shit. You know. Ooh, and that's another thing too. Like, um, I'll come back to the financially ready. Like y'all hoes out here dying over over booties. Y'all getting 800 booties, $800 booties, and y'all dying. Matter of fact, I'm gonna make a whole video about that. Anyway, so yeah, we tend to not be ready for a lot of things, and I'm gonna tell y'all right now, things are changing. Things are changing, and it is imperative that you stop buying bullshit. Stop buying bullshit. Start saving your money. Start figuring out multiple sources of income. Start stacking up on food and water, non-perishable items. That means canned goods and water. Okay, to be sure that if something happened, like you have at least a solid 2 months worth of food. I would think you would need about 6 months, but if you had 6 months and then you rationed it out, you could probably, you know, get it to somewhere between like 10 and 12 months. But if you have at least 2 months of food, you could at least stretch that out to 4 months. But and the water also, because you see what the fuck is happening in Flint still ain't got no clean water. And I'm gonna tell you right now, in my younger days, I done been in situations. I know that it takes for two small children, a baby, and two adults. It takes 36 gallons of water to do minimal baths and cook food for one day, and with the baby. So one of them was like for formula and stuff. 36, I want to say 36 or 32, because I've been there when I was real young, where I know, and that was 20 years ago, 21 years ago. Okay, so just to give you an idea how much water you use. Now, like I said, it's two small children, like 5, 6, and a baby, like an infant, not an infant, but like say a year old and two adults. I don't, yeah, I only had one child, but and so I'm just saying I know how much water it takes. So if you got an apartment and you have some space, make some space in a closet. I would suggest getting at least because anybody could do it. If you're on food stamps, could do it too. Like out your food budget a month just to for things that food and water, like canned goods and water. Now that water, depending if you get them big Culligan jugs, I don't know how much they cost. Let's just say they cost $10. Obviously that's going to be your budget for a month. You want to do because you want to get at least at one point I had like four of them. This is a long time ago. That's when I 2012. But and unfortunately, things have changed for me since then. But you don't want to pay with cards. You don't want to buy a lot of things online. Like they have like these food things like in these bucket things that you can buy for like 100 or 200 or $300. You don't want to buy that because they're tracking that shit. So you want when you go to buy your food, your extra food, buy it in cash. Um, Buy it at a discount store if you can. Like if you have a discount like food store that like scratch and dent stuff, like the cans may be dented, but it'd be a little bit cheaper. That's how you could save. Get more for your buck. But definitely don't buy with card or buy online because all that shit is traced. Get you start stacking up on you some water and some canned goods. Um, just things. Depending on what part of the country you're from or living. You want to have just general supplies. You want to have a general first aid kit. Okay, but if you're like somewhere where you have hurricanes, floods, or winter, you want to have some extra things. For example, I'm in a state where there's winter, okay? So you want to make sure you have extra comforters, you have in case the power goes out and it's cold as everybody got thick coats, okay? Them coats, I end up I have like a coat, and my children have their coats from last year, like my oldest and then my son. So, like, just in case, you know what I'm saying? Like, I have you blankets. Okay, get blankets. Get cold weather protective gear, like things that keep you warm in cold weather. I think that those are like it's these little thin little sheet things, like looks like silk, like aluminum foil, but it's supposed to take keep you warm. Flashlights, something to drink water out to sterilize water. I think they run about $20, but if you could only afford one, just start with one. You don't have to be like, okay, I'm gonna get one for everybody right now. Just start, like I said, just start with one and then accumulate. At least you got one. If y'all got to share, if you're in a situation where you got to drink from something and it has to sterilize it that was nasty, you have to sterilize it, to that matter, you're not going to care that, okay, we got to take turns. You drink, your mouth was on it before me, you're not going to care. Okay, so get one of those things. You get one from everybody, but at least have one. Get something, some matches, put them in plastic bag. Get a bunch of, like, you can go to the Dollar Tree and you can get a big, like, I don't know if it's like 100 or 200 in there for $1. Get a couple of packs of those. Put them in Ziploc bags. Put them, in separate Ziploc bags. Um, Flashlights, candles. You can get the tea light. You get, a lot of that's dollar store. Okay. Um, if you got a little, not a little bread, but because you can do it, you can actually save up and do it. Get your little generator. They're like, I don't know, I think like 500, 600. Like, start like the low. So I've seen, I don't know what site, but I know what 5 or 600 sticks out. But I'm pretty sure that I'm at 1,000 or something like that. But you can work up to that if you just put money to side just for that, like once a month. You know what I'm saying? I would say sooner than later. So I mean, I would say within a 12-month period you get that mark. But if you could get a generator, get a generator. um you know um get some type of mechanism that can get heat, like a heater, like a solar heater. You know what I'm saying? A compass, shit like that. And it's sad that you should already have some of this stuff, but for some reason, like, folks don't. I don't know. Like, we have this mentality that somebody else is gonna come save us, and even though every time we have been in a situation of crisis that we've seen on TV, they don't come save us. With Hurricane Katrina, what's the other one that just came down there and flooded Houston? You heard stories of these people with white folks that had the boats and other emergency things. They didn't wasn't coming to save us first. They was coming to save their own people first, and rightfully so. I understand that, but that's what we need to get through our heads. They white folks got all the shit because we don't. We would want to buy flat screens and hair and shit, $200-300 hair. Well, you know what I'm saying? Some of the people, y'all, I seen that had houses that y'all could have had a little rowboat, a blow up boat. You can get one of them rafts. $200 weave, you a $200 pair of Jordans. That's a little raft. You can go get a little raft. You got to blow up with a pump, with the air pump. I mean, I'm just saying. What else? I mean, if you're, let's, you somewhere with water. But yeah, if you're somewhere with I just you just got. I'm just saying. What I'm saying all this to say, there's some strange things happening. I don't know what's the foot, what's going to be going on. It's just too much going on, and there's some things, there's some whispers. How they said there's gonna be wars and rumors of wars. Regardless, it's not conspiracy anymore. It is not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. You dig what I'm saying? We've had a crash in our lifetime that was in 2008. What analysts and everybody that's not on the mainstream media that are analysts that have been educated and and can read what's going on are saying that we are in trouble as a country, you know. And then you have the whole markings and signs of the new world order, quote unquote. But where, and I'll probably go into a whole detailed thing about that because there's a lot of stuff on it. That shit, regardless if you want to say it's Illuminati, whatever, but we can just call it, instead of calling it the new world order, you can call it the dawn of tech cities and technology, where it's, and we are in the tech revolution, and so therefore we're going to be more integrated with tech, and we're money's going to go away. That's all going to happen in our lifetime. Period. All of that's going to happen in our lifetime. So regardless if you want to say Illuminati, all that, hey, it's going to happen in our lifetime for yourself, because um it's inevitable. Money's going away. Money's going away. Uh, they already have cities abroad that are have changed over to current. They have no currency. Like they have, it's all digital. Okay, so this is not something that we're going to that's going to pass us. This is not something that's going to go away. This is not something, I feel like our I think people are waking up too late in this country to what's about to happen. Like we woke up too late. Like now it's like, oh no, let's build a wall, and George Soros and blah blah blah. Like they've been planning this shit for like 50 years. Every war you went out to, we have these soldiers that are like, oh no, 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 no. Every war that y'all went to, y'all helped to create imbalance so that they can set up this new world order over there and over in the Middle East and shit like that. Every war you've been to in the last 40 years, okay, especially the Gulf Wars, y'all didn't stop it. That's at our door because it's our turn, because it's not, it's just the people who are really running the world. It's like it's time for us to go. Okay, we're the money machine. We done made the money. We're and became the muscle. We were the muscle of the whole network. Okay, that was bigger than us. Okay, we were the muscle and the money. We was the slaves, because it's like we debtor slave. Like you were slave to jobs. Okay, it was a new slavery system. They said, you know what? They work better when they don't know that they slaves. Let's free the niggas, because they work better when they don't know that they slaves, and it's a bigger thing that we're doing. So I can just imagine those backroom talks, like, what, it's bigger than us. Think of, yeah, how much money we can make when they don't know that they're slaves. They're, when we buy, make stuff that they have to buy, and so we all slaves in the system. So it's just our time that, and it's like I said, it's something that we should have, we should have stopped, but it's no stopping it now. They've been planning this shit for like 50 years, and everywhere that, like I said, everywhere we been in, it helped us, it helped them, the Soroses and the Rothschilds, or whatever you want to call it, this, elite group. It helped them to get their positions, their little pawns, and their little, pieces, moving their pieces around on the chessboard. You know what I'm saying? We weren't saying nothing when we were going into these countries, destabilizing them in South America and Middle East. We didn't say shit because it wasn't us, and they lied to us and say, oh, these people have weapons and this and that and the other, knowing that they didn't, and just to get in there so that they can destabilize, to help this agenda, to help them to get this new world order, so to speak, of this. This when they playing stuff, it's not, in a couple years. They plan this shit out 50 years, and it have like different phases to it. So while we was running around profiting, with the technology and stuff that we pillaged from these people, and or minerals and things that helped us, and or whatever, in our country. We would just lay back there and say shit for the last 40 years, going in these campaigns, going to Kosovo and all this other bullshit in the 80s. And, like, um, so now it's at our doorstep and now we have a fucking problem with it. Now, don't get me wrong, we should have a problem with it. And if you believe in the Bible, then we go, that's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to have a problem with it, right? And fight to the, to the last man. This is the Babylon, but so we're gonna do what we're supposed to do. But I just see a lot of vets, and I see a lot of people like, oh no, not them, no, they're trying to, the new world order and all the market, all that stuff. Like, okay, well, and talking about the immigrants and stuff like that. It's like, look, this is just one of the phases where we come to the phase where it's our turn. Yeah, it's at our shores now. Like, okay, and we was maneuvering pieces and helping them do stuff to get to this point. Now it's our turn. And I'm not saying I agree with the shit, but it's so, y'all talking about the RFID chip and this and the other. Like, do y'all know they got the motherfucking chips? They're so small to the point where they look like a little small piece of glitter. Those RFID things that they could trick you like a piece of glitter. Go look it up. Go research it. It looks like they don't even need our permission if they really wanted to. It's a nano. It's a technology. It's like a what 5 millimeters or something like that. I mean, I forgot, but I just read this article like not too long ago, probably in the last week. Like, so they could fucking blow the shit on us, and you know what I mean, like they really 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 wanted to. And not to mention the fact that they've really been watching us since, I don't know, since for the last at least 20 years. Remember, and that's the thing I don't do, because back then it was calling it conspiracy theory. This is why you never say that, okay? Because I remember back when like Enemy of the State came out, and everybody was like talking about, oh well, they're watching us from the sky and da da da, and people were like, no, they're not. Oh, tin head. Oh, you're conspiracy theorists. Okay, okay. Now look at us. Oh yeah, we know that they can, they got satellites in the sky. They could, tell the time on my watch, and they can, they got facial recognition. They, all this stuff. AI, man. I'm telling you, look, I pay attention to so much tech stuff. It, like I said, it's what's coming is going to come. It's going to happen, and I'm not saying that it should happen, because I like, science and sci-fi and shit like that, but the shit is creepy though. It's like, it's cool, like wow, we could, like, but then it's like at the demise of humanity, they're talking about like they can implant memories and into people. They've done it with lab rats, man. Okay, like they're working on this now. This stuff is now. This isn't space age pimping. This is now. This is now. And people worried about bullshit. About, you know, I'm telling you, we worry about the wrong things. Okay, we're worried about the wrong things. We are worried about the wrong things. Okay, so I don't know what to say. It's like I said. It's weird to put in no return. Okay, I think it's gonna be kind of cool, but then kind of creepy. They're using AI to what's that, like what's that, the Minority Report. They're already implementing that shit. They got like test cities where they got them little robots or whatever now, right now, right now, right now. One in Canada, I know for sure. One here in the U.S. Where they have the little robot thing where they can, or the AI rather, where they can like, I guess, tell where the crimes are going to happen, like, or whatever. Kind of like in Minority Report, where they can kind of tell, like, they can pinpoint little areas where, more effective of seeing where crime is going to happen. And, let's back up and think about this for a second, though. What creates crime? Most of the time, poverty and not having. Okay, so you know, America creates a problem, or the world, the system itself, because it's global, right? It's a global, and so whoever's above the system, or creating this, or have created this system, they control it. But the architect will call them these people, but but we have a system of poverty that has been set up purpose on purpose. Okay, they know, they have analysts that know this shit. They know they can but now they have computers or AI. But I mean, they have analysts for this shit. They know what they're doing. They know when they pull resources. They know about the economy and how jobs haven't as far as pay haven't really come very far in my lifetime. You know what I'm saying? And all these things, they know what how crime is created. Most crime, especially crime like robberies and things like that. Then you throw, all these items that people will buy. This if you want to feel masculine, buy this. You want to feel sexy, oh, buy, you have to have the newest shoe, you have to have the newest cell phone. Okay, you have to, the make, you have to, be hip, the you have to drive the most expensive car. You have to, you want to feel like a man, get a Ford, like. And they throw all this shit in front of people, knowing people can't afford it. I'm telling you, it's all this shit is on purpose. On purpose. Okay? It's no coincidence that America has the most prisoners in the world. Them mostly being people of color. Two, so that's a two for one there. Okay, the most. That's why I said they had to abolish the shackles, because they came up with a new system. It's slavery 2.0. You create a condition, and then you have prisoners. Then you can, then they're slaves technically by constitution, and then you can, do what you want, and then you can also profit by not only pimping them out to stores and manufacturers and companies. You can also trade them, humans. But then when people don't think, like, how could you? And I know why it passed, because they say, oh, it's a bunch of niggers that, hey, we who the fuck cares about niggers? They're just gonna, you know it's gonna be niggers, so I don't care about niggers. They don't think of the people that could have spoke up and been like, that doesn't sound right, because wouldn't that force you to have to keep the jails full, which would mean that the percentage of people that are innocent are going to skyrocket. They didn't care, because everybody knows, even when they don't say the shit out loud, that it's just the niggers and the spics they're mostly, throwing in jail. And my white skin, I can have a pound of weed in my backpack and in a back seat, and they're not going to stop me. And I know a lot of white people. I stay in a state where it's only 6% black. I know a lot of white people. I don't when to be on the subject of drugs, okay, and just marijuana, okay. We just take marijuana, okay. I didn't know about hash and all the bones and none of that shit until I started hanging around white people, and I done been to places where there were people like city officials and people with high level positions in companies and city titles, and you know what I mean? Like, you work where now? Oh, okay. The same people that be like, that help to perpetuate this notion that black people, we're synonymous with weed, even though we're not the ones growing it and moving it around. We may move it around the country, but we're definitely not the ones that are getting, with the farms, just like we weren't the ones with the cocaine, bringing the cocaine in the country. Now it's coming out that, and more common, that to of knowledge of who did that, and it wasn't black people, even though we were persecuted. Like I said, white folks didn't give a fuck because they're niggers. Oh, we don't give a fuck about niggers. Yeah, and they just help perpetuate. Oh, you're drug dealers. You're not thinking like, what? How the fuck is all this drug getting in this country though? Like, how the fuck these niggers? I mean, we made sure that these niggers are in poverty. I don't understand. Like, how did they get a hold of planes? Like, Bob? I mean, how? How? No, we don't think about no, because white folks don't care. Bunch of niggers, fuck them. We don't care. Niggers. We like one or two niggers. And they're cool. We got Daryl and Jaquisha. Those are my two black friends. But the rest of you, fuck you niggers. I don't care. Oh, better you than me. You know. So anyway, I don't went over all types of stuff, and I wasn't trying to get into all this whole yeah. But like I said, it's inevitable at this point. At this point, it's inevitable to happen. You can't stop it. It won't stop. You can't stop it. It's going to happen regardless. Because the time for us to stop it, there was one president, like how y'all talk about my president, fuck him too, because he's a part of the shit. This new motherfucker, fuck him too, because he's a part of the shit. They play good cop, bad cop, and something that us black folks we know about. But see, white folks they ain't used to that shit. Okay, so some of us can see through that bullshit. So he gonna make it seem like he ain't, he's fighting for the common man. But see, they needed someone like that. It's man, I'm telling you, it's all mental shit. It's all psychology. But the only president that really stood up for it and our for the people and and this what was coming, what they was trying to do, the new world order, they killed him, whacked him on TV. So you think if this new president was a Kennedy type of person that they would let this motherfucker live? No, no, he would be dead. They killed Kennedy. No. So that's how I know that he's in it too, because um he's still alive. He didn't kill him like Kennedy. Okay, Kennedy was like, fuck that shit, whatever, whatever, and they like, oh no, we got to back him. He's not playing with the he's not on the he's not on the program anymore, and we need to whack him. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking now because it's been an hour. I'm gonna go buy me some dinner and go to sleep. Like I said, I'm banned from Facebook, so I'll be on here a little bit more, just a little bit more. I keep looking over here, but I don't know. It's weird. I'm not used to recording on YouTube. I'm used to my Facebook and my Instagram. I do have a Facebook group. They called FYI for your information. Um, it's a very small group because I don't like people, and I know it's a lot of trolls and spies and shit like that. So it's really small, and I'm probably on a person that posts every now and then. I get somebody else to post, but they just look at my shit. The people that are in there is only like 100 and some people, okay? But I do that on purpose because I don't need. I'm not, you know. I'm not trying to convince nobody, and I don't want the trolls in there that's trying to see what I'm saying, because you got trolls that are agents and shit like that that are out here and that's their job to see what the people are because there's shadow government shit, right? And they don't want the people. They want to know who's trying to warn the people, you know, and to try to run interference and shit and get their pages blocked, like they keep doing. But FYI, Awaken, this has a I think the first post, the pin post, will talk about how the TV frequency and it flickers and shit like that. And I'm gonna get into some more of that type of stuff as far as the things that they have that is hypnotic. You know what I mean? Like and that fucks with us, and like how the TV flickers at a certain second or millisecond or whatever to where they can put images in there that our eyes won't catch but our subconscious catches. Okay, that's why you start to see them images about like little sexual imagery, that people think it's fake, but it's real. But it was in like movies and stuff like that, like children's movies and things like that, and little subliminals. What I don't know, 40s, something like that, 50s. So, but anyway, like I said, I don't want to get too far into that, but yeah, man, I'll be here for 30 days.